Hey guys, it's Primus here, and today I'm going to be talking about Mass Effect in general. I know I usually talk about the Mass Effect 3 and the multiplayer and whatnot, but this time around I want to change things a bit, alright? But first things first, let me talk about the N7 Bounty weekend that occurred from September 21st to the 23rd called Operation Patriot. And yes, we did beat it. It was pretty simple. All we had to do was destroy 600,000 Atlas mechs in total, alright? And mind you, I thought when they meant 600,000 Atlas mechs, I thought that each platform would have to destroy 600,000 of them, right? For instance, give us a grand total of 1,800,000 Atlas mechs destroyed from all the three platforms. But what I found out was that it's a cumulative thing, that 600,000 mechs destroyed is based off of all the platforms working together to reach this 600,000, alright? It's not each platform has to do their own. I know some of you guys already knew this, but to be honest, I didn't know that. I thought the operations were platform specific, that meaning the PS3 version would have to destroy 600,000, the Xbox would have to destroy 600,000, the PCs would have to destroy 600,000. But that's not the case. Actually, if you guys go to the link in the description below called Operation Patriot Success, actually has on the bottom the full total score of how much Atlases each platform did. For instance, the Xbox did the most because that's where the most people play Mass Effect. They got about 300,000. PS3 got about 80,000. Obviously, they're the lowest. And then the PC version got about 200,000. All right, and in total, they got roughly about 604,000. Kind of pushing the minimum there, but we actually got the 600,000, and that's why we're successful, alright? And the squad goal was pretty simple. All you had to do was, play as a team of all non-human races of the same type and get extracted. That's all you had to do. It was pretty simple. You could play in any difficulty. It doesn't have to be platinum or anything like that. It could be bronze. Actually, I did it on silver because we wanted to make sure that we actually got extracted and everything. But it was pretty fun though, because I was playing a team of entirely of Asari, and you know how the biotics are in this game. They're freaking OP sometimes, especially if a team all consisting of Asari, adepts and Justicars and whatnot. And it was pretty cool we're doing that. We actually went around the round pretty quickly. We beat the match within, I think, around maybe 17 to 20 minutes. But it was fun though. It was really fun. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're successful. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below to the article telling us, how successful we are and, what is going to lead to this and whatnot. Hopefully the next operation is going to have something a little bit more tougher, because I do like a challenge once in a while. But we'll just have to wait until then. Most likely the next operation is actually next week, so I'll keep you guys posted on that, alright? On to the next topic, alright? Okay guys, the next thing I want to talk about is the Mass Effect trilogy that is coming out for November 6th, alright? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically BioWare and EA have announced that they're going to release a bundle consisting of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And before you start jumping to conclusions like, whoa, Mass Effect 1 on the PS3? Impossible. Microsoft owns the rights to Mass Effect 1. There's no way they're going to do this. Well, apparently EA and BioWare, talked it out with Microsoft or something like that, and now they're allowing the Mass Effect 1 game to be on the PS3. And also, it's going to be allowed to be on the PSN as well. So for you people out there where you have Mass Effect 2 and 3, and you don't want to buy the trilogy just to get, Mass Effect 1, well, you just can go to the PSN and buy the game separately, right? But the trilogy does come with other few things in it too, alright? The first thing that comes with it is a box, a foiled box that is basically, a way to protect your CDs and whatnot. It seems kind of gimmicky, but it's kind of cool that they're actually having you a nice little box you can have so you can store all your stuff in there, right? And then the second thing is an artwork book, alright? And basically this artwork book is going to consist of all the sketches and designs for all three Mass Effect games. And to be honest, that's pretty cool. If you're an artsy type of person like me, you're going to appreciate this because, it's kind of cool to see all the different designs and, all the cool different ways that we're trying to present the characters and whatnot. For instance, I remember seeing a sketch of Saren, right? And basically the sketch consisted of Saren holding a sword, all right, and him consisting wearing like a very business-like attire and whatnot. But I heard that they changed that appearance to the appearance of today because, well, they wanted Saren to be a little bit more military-like, a little bit more of a soldier rather than a business person. But it's just funny how, you know, all these concepts of arts and whatnot kind of show you what a character could have been if they approved that design, right? And I know there's one design of actually the Elusive Man being the final boss for Mass Effect 3, but they changed it because some asshole leaked the information, and BioWare was like, wait a minute, they already know what the final boss is, we gotta change this. So they basically removed the final boss and then didn't put a final boss, and that's why a lot of people say that the Mass Effect 3 ending was kind of like, what? Because it was kind of like, what the hell, right? But whatever, that is a story for another day. Okay, so what else is in the trilogy? Well, that's pretty much it, right? You get the 3 discs, or, you know, multiple discs depending on what platform you're on, right? And so you get Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3, alright? I don't know if they're gonna have the DLCs. They haven't announced anything yet. Not even the official website of MassEffect.com it tells us if it's gonna have the DLCs or not. I'll leave a link in the description below to the actual website just in case maybe they update it so you guys can like be posted on it and whatnot. But hopefully it will consist of all the DLCs. I think it's gonna have all the DLCs for Mass Effect 1 and 2 because really nobody's gonna dish out $10 extra for an old DLC. But since Mass Effect 3 is fairly new, okay, and the DLCs are fairly new as well, especially the Leviathan DLC, I'm assuming they're not going to include the Leviathan and the From the Ashes DLC. Maybe, I'm not sure, who knows. It could be one of like those Game of the Year editions where it contains all the DLCs, right? And that's pretty much it. They haven't really announced much information on the package. You get a nice box, the artwork book, and the 3 games. That's pretty cool in my opinion. And for us PS3 users out there, we finally get to play Mass Effect 1. But I already played it on the PC. It's obviously the far superior version of any of the 3 platforms. And it was fun. I liked it. It's really worth getting, even if you're just going to play Mass Effect 1. Get it. It's wonderful. The first one was basically what started it all, right? So on to the next topic, shall we? Okay, the next topic I want to talk about is the Mass Effect movie. And before you start jumping up in the air and going, yes, a Mass Effect movie, mind you, they haven't even selected the director or producers or even the cast for the movie yet, alright? They're more in the writing phase right now. And the thing is, it's being produced by Warner Brothers and Legendary Productions, I believe. And actually, funny enough, BioWare has said that they want to work with this movie company, with these movie companies actually, to ensure that this movie adaptation of the game comes out awesome, alright? I believe Katie Hudson is actually one of the supervisors for the movie, and actually one of the writers too, and they're going to ensure that this movie is going to come out good, unlike all these other movie adaptations of video games nowadays. You know, I'm looking at you, Resident Evil, I'm looking at you, Doom, and I'm looking at you, freaking Final Fantasy, alright? One of the... Oh, don't get me started on that movie, whatever. The point is, they're making this movie. It's going to probably be really awesome. Just the fact that they have the original people who made the game basically supervising it. It's going to be based on the first Mass Effect. Obviously, you don't want to start off a movie where it's, you know, Mass Effect 3 and you're like, what the hell? Why are there aliens attacking? Who's this Commander Shepard? I have no idea who these people are, right? So... it's going to be great to see this movie when it does come out. I say maybe 2014, 2015 when this movie comes out, right? My main issue is that I wonder how they're going to do the aliens, the Turians, and the Solarians, and the Asari, and the Volas, and all these other alien characters in the game, even the Geth and whatnot. That's going to be pretty interesting to see, right? And one question I do want to ask you guys in general, who do you think should be the actor for Commander Shepard? And mind you, the movie's based off of the male Commander Shepard. Obviously, they want to lure in the male audience, and obviously males are going to be mostly watching this movie because it's going to be sci-fi, action-packed, and a little bit of romance maybe. But tell me guys, who do you think should be the actor for this movie, right? I'm thinking maybe Christian Bale, or the guy who played James Bond in the new 007. I forgot his name. Right there, boom, there's his name right there, right? Those guys kind of fit the persona very well. You know, Christian Bale, look at him at whatchamacallit, Terminator, what is it, Terminator Revelations or something? Terminator Salvation, there we go. If you look at him there, he kind of has that rugged feel, that kind of military-esque kind of attitude and whatnot. He has a little bit of aggressive attitude, so he could probably be the, whatchamacallit, the renegade shepherd, if you would, right? But tell me in the comment sections below, what do you think should be the next actor, right? And mind you, don't start fighting over this. Don't start insulting people saying you're an idiot for choosing that person. It's just an opinion. Relax. I know there's a lot of people out there who like trolling and being assholes out there. It's just a comment, just opinion. All right, just leave it down there. All right. And that's pretty much it for that. There's really not much news on the movie at all. There's not much details, like I said before. All right. So on to the last topic, shall we? Okay, guys, I say the best for last, and this is something that everybody's been talking about for months now. Not just on my videos and my comments and everything like that, but everywhere around the net. Everybody's been complaining about this, been watching this, been drooling over this, and guess what? It's finally come true, and that is the Omega DLC. That's right, you people out there wondering when in the hell are we going to go back to Omega and fight against Cerebus and take back Omega for Arya. And you know what? It's actually occurring this holiday. BioWare announced that they're going to be releasing this Omega DLC during the holidays, most likely during the same time as the Mass Effect trilogy comes out. And the thing is, they haven't released much information. You know, there's no information of the story, no information of the gameplay, new characters, or anything like that, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting when this DLC comes out and whatnot. Actually, this is one DLC I probably will get, just the fact that I actually get to play an Omega, and the fact that I feel like this DLC is going to have a lot more gameplay and more focus on the gameplay than the story itself. Because if you look at the From the Ashes is, you know, you just get a bonus character, really, and you get an extra gun. And the Leviathan DLC was more of just kind of like storytelling. I didn't hear a lot of people say that the gameplay was different or new, or there was new enemies or anything like that. You don't even get a new character. The Leviathan DLC is more of just giving you a backstory to who the Reapers are and who the Leviathan are and everything like that, right? Hopefully this DLC, the Omega DLC, is going to be action-packed, probably a decent story, and maybe we get a new character. Maybe we might get Arya. Maybe Arya joins the Normandy, who knows? I doubt that, but maybe we also get a bonus character. For instance, I know Arya has a lot of commanders out there, and she has a lot of Batarian commanders, so maybe we might get one of her commanders, a Batarian, preferably, as a squad mate, which would be pretty cool in my opinion, since they already have the layout for the mechanics of a Batarian, since, you know, the Batarians are in the multiplayer, right? But like I said before, not much information has been released on this game, and the thing is, they haven't released even any pictures or anything like that, right? So that's pretty much it, guys, for this Mass Effect update. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there was a lot to go for here. So until next time, this is Primus. Keep it crunchy and peace out.